Welcome to Be Your Best Self Life Planning Series. I'm your host, Lakita Brooks. This series is presented by LCN Enterprise, where our mantra is be your best self to have the quality of life you desire. Thank you so much for joining us today. So today's topic for our series is 3 things every 9th, 10th, and 11th graders should know. So first, with 9th graders, oh my gosh, so this is definitely an adjustment year because you're going to go from being the big man/lady on campus in 8th grade, and now you're back to the bottom of the totem pole. Because you're in 9th grade at most schools. Now, there are some schools where they might go from 6 through 12. I know here in Florida, the majority of our schools, like 98% of them, are 9th through 12th grade. So if that doesn't apply to you, then it's okay. But either way, no matter if you're the newbie or if you've been there for a while, the key to 9th grade is just really embracing who you are. So one of the first things I would say is use the guidebook that's going to be attached in the description below. And basically the guidebook is about what every high school student should know. So in there are going to be some free assessment tools that you can use to really learn more about yourself, like who you are, what do you like, what are you good at, and things of that nature, just to get to know you better. That will help you prepare as you continue on your high school journey to 10th, 11th, and then 12th grade. So definitely download the guidebook. At LCN Enterprise, we also offer a program that is online and in person, and about 5 times a year. And our upcoming program will be in October of 2017. And basically it's called What Every High School Student what do you want to be when you grow up? So basically, we actually work with you one-on-one with completing the assessment. So your Myers-Briggs type indicator, strong interest inventory, career reports. From that, discussing what are some great career fits based on your self-report of what you're good at and your interests and your values, but also the assessment tools that were used, which was the Myers-Briggs strong interest. So 1, take the assessments. 2, discussing best career fits based on self-report and your assessments. 3rd thing, actual opportunities to talk with people or even have a mentor, or actually go shadow them at their particular organizations, and we'll assist with that endeavor, and also a script on what to say when you call. And we'll also do some things on your behalf to make those connections so you can actually speak to someone or even see someone actually doing the job that you're interested in. So then you'll have a better understanding. And then a customized plan, which is literally, okay, if you're in 9th grade, these are the things you need to work on right now. These are the next steps. When can you get them done, etc. So as I stated, we do have the DIY, do-it-yourself guidebook, what every high school student should know. You can download that. But also we do offer a paid program, and it's on our website, www.lcnenterprise.com, and it is called High School Masterclass. So you can see more information about that paid program, and the next one will be in October. All right, so next, so 9th grade. Also, the next thing you need to know is this is the first year that your grades really count. Not saying that other school years didn't matter. They were important. But 9th grade, your grades are extremely important. And the reason is these are the grades that's going to start your official transcript for A, graduation, and B, if you're interested in applying to go to a university or different apprenticeship programs, scholarships, the grades you make now, yes, the grades you make in 9th grade are going to start that transcript that will later be used at the beginning of your 12th grade year to apply for different opportunities. So the biggest takeaways for 9th grade: find yourself, complete the assessments that's in the do-it-yourself, what every high school student should know guidebook. If you're interested in the paid program, consider our What Should I Be When I Grow Up program, which is 4 parts in October. And make sure you take those assessments and the grades. So those are the most important things for 9th grade. So 10th grade, yay! You've kind of gotten in the swing of things. You've made it past 9th grade. So I would highly recommend that for 10th grade, you already found out in 9th grade, well, these are the things I'm good at. These are my interests. This is what's going on in my life. So now you're going to take that information and start exploring different activities. So maybe it could be activities at school. It can be activities in the community, just different extracurricular activities so you can, get involved and get engaged. And it will also help you with building your resume. I highly recommend that every high school student build a resume to submit along with various applications or scholarships if they're willing to accept those things. Because even I know at the few schools I was researching, they actually require, if you're going to a university, they actually require that you write an essay. So maybe in the essay, you could actually highlight some of your leadership skills and things that you've done and how you've been able to manage being a high school student, a leader within some extracurricular activity. So those are the things to really consider. So get involved. So you've kind of gotten in your groove of organization, hopefully, from 9th grade. So now 10th grade, you can actually do other things besides focus on school. And this is a biggie: standardized tests. So for those who are going to a university especially, I would highly recommend that if for some reason you couldn't start in 9th grade, to start taking the ACT, SAT, and any other test that's required at this point. Make sure you do that now, because you are allowed to take it multiple times. Now, for those who they do have programs for individuals who might have some financial concerns. So I would definitely talk to your guidance counselor at your school about those waiver programs for anyone who might benefit from a waiver program to take the SAT, ACT, or any other standardized tests. But you can take the SAT, ACT an unlimited amount of times, but just know that it costs every single time. So you might want to study for it and then actually go take it. So just something to consider, but it's good to start early taking those standardized tests, because then you have time to take it multiple times if you need to. So big takeaway: get involved in activities and take standardized tests. 11th graders, all I can say is end with a bang. This is it. So this is the last year, for the most part, that your grades are going to count. And let me give the caveat for that. So as I said in my first video about 3 things every 12th grader should know, one of the things I recommended for 12th graders is that if you're going to attend a university, it is extremely, extremely, extremely important to do early decision. 1, less competition. 2, less angst. Because more than likely, if you apply maybe Labor Day weekend, which is around September 2nd, 3rd, or even if you're just applying before October, I would say shoot for Labor Day weekend. It's a long holiday weekend, worst case October. So in that first video, I talked about how seniors should apply soon as school start, which means that you won't have any grades from your senior year that's going to be factored in if you're going to a college. So for 11th graders, this year really, really, really counts, because this will be the last year for your grades to be included on your transcript, your high school transcript, that's going to make a determination when it comes to you applying for college. So I would just say, end with a bang. Do your absolute best this school year with your grades, because these are the grades that's going to be used from 11th grade, 10th grade, and 9th grade. For the most part, those are the grades that's going to be used when it comes to applying at different colleges, scholarships, apprenticeship programs, etc. Those are the grades, because you're going to be applying like soon as school starts in your 12th grade year. So I just want to say thank you all so much for joining us today at the Be Your Best Self Life Planning Series, where today we talked about 3 things every 11th, 10th, and 9th graders should know. Make sure you download the guidebook, because it has tons of really great information. The link is below. Make sure you download the guidebook. Next week, we're going to talk about teen suicide. And it is definitely a touchy topic, not something that we really want to think about. Unfortunately, in our society, it is definitely a reality. And the fact of our youth having access to so much information, like way too soon, at times they can get really creative with this process. So next week, we're going to talk about teen suicide, 3 things you need to know. And once again, I'm Lakita Brooks, LCSW, your host of Be Your Best Self Life Planning Series. You all have an awesome week. See you next Sunday at 8 a.m. on our LCN Enterprise business page on Facebook. Until next week, be your best self.